Okay guys, it is time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price. I can already tell you there's exactly two price levels that you need to keep an eye on. As you guys know, I'm still remaining in my $400,000 Bitcoin short position, now in a total unrealized profit of $21,000. The realized profit, we turned from minus 3,700 into a net profit of $200, and now I will tell you exactly what to keep an eye on, guys, and why I am still in this short position and not closing it if there might be some chance for Bitcoin to reverse at these price levels. As you can see, I don't have a face cam today. As you guys know, I left Dubai and I forgot my face cam there, sadly. So I will, as soon as possible, buy a new one. And I will be back in a couple of days anyway, so I will be back to my normal setup. But for now, I will need to buy a new one. For today, there's no face cam. I hope you still enjoy the video. So smash up a like, don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell, leave a comment down below. Especially here without the face cam, I would highly appreciate it. But now let's not talk too much. I want to give you these exact price levels because our weekly candle and also our daily candle is already closing in 5.5 hours, so there's not much time left for Bitcoin to make a decision, and there's not much time left to prepare you guys for the upcoming week, because I can already tell you, if this weekly candle closes below the $98,500 level, we would have a bearish weekly candle close. And this bearish weekly candle would definitely put some pressure, bearish pressure, onto the smaller time frames for the start of the next week. And we will need the bulls really to step in to potentially reverse this bearish pressure that is coming in on the weekly, but this would already be highly unlikely. So what does the price need to achieve today that we at least have a neutral weekly candle close, right? Because a bullish one is almost impossible. We would need to pump so hard within the next 6 hours that I don't even want to talk about this scenario because I see it as so unlikely. If we can close above the 98,500, we will at least have a neutral bearish weekly candle close. So we won't have bearish pressure coming into the next week, but we will be neutral. If we are looking then on the smaller time frames, it's pretty clear what the daily candle has to do. The daily candle needs to stay above the $97,500, $97,600 level. But even if the daily candle closes above that, we need to keep in mind that this will probably not save us, as there is bearish confirmation coming in on the weekly at this price level still. And this weekly time frame will overshadow the daily, and we will still struggle to keep prices bullish within the next week, and we more or less need to just expect that Bitcoin will form a bearish continuation pattern then on the even smaller time frames for 1 or 2 days before breaking lower. That's why in a scenario where our daily candle closes above support but our weekly candle closes below the 98,500, I will just remain in my short position. I will not scale it up. I will also not scale it down. Now, if we are able to close above the 98,500. Yes, then I will take a small amount of profits because the weekly candle is neutral and we don't have any bearish price targets on the daily or on the 4-hourly. So then pretty much the cards are newly dealt and we can prepare for anything, especially if we close above that. Also, Ethereum will be able to close above the $3,030 level, and with that we won't get the bearish altcoin confirmation that I've been talking about in my last couple of videos, where I told you if Bitcoin is going sideways, the altcoins need to perform better and pump in a bull market if they actually start to correct while Bitcoin is going sideways. This is a big sign that Bitcoin is only being able to stabilize itself because there's money flowing from the altcoin market into Bitcoin, and not because there's new money going into Bitcoin that is then going additionally into altcoins. That's why altcoins then overperform and sometimes even break out and have extremely bullish runs while Bitcoin is just going sideways. And yes, what I explained first, the scenario would be a scenario where we need to expect one of the bigger and more significant corrections and market breathers to come in over the next couple of weeks, potentially even down to the $75,000 level. So let's hope we can get this bullish close today for Bitcoin, because this will also lead us to not get this kind of bearish sentiment for the altcoins. On the other hand, if we are closing below, I mean, as I said, we will just need to expect like 48 hours and we will probably still break it to the downside. But that's already it, guys. I will stay neutral if the price remains like this. If we can get above 98,500, 600, I will take some profits. If we close our daily candle below even this downward sloping support, I mean, then Ethereum will also close even lower and really have a bearish breakout out of this bullish continuation pattern. And for me, then we definitely need to expect some bearish momentum in the next week, because also the Bitcoin ETFs didn't have a chance to react to the current price movement yet, and they will only get it on Monday. So then we will see some big outflows probably on the spot ETF market as well. So yeah, there's really not much that could save us then from a start into a bearish week. That's why I would then even scale up my short position, right? If we are closing the weekly bearish and we are even closing the daily below its downward sloping support, which is at the exact $97,500 level, $97,400 level right now. If we're closing a daily below that, in the high 96,000s, for example, guys, I'm scaling up my short, because I definitely expect $90,000 then for Bitcoin to come once again. But now, guys, I will keep this video as short as simple as possible. Smash up a like, don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell. I hope tomorrow we will have a face cam again. But if you enjoyed, nevertheless, I would appreciate a thumbs up. You know anyways what to keep an eye on. And if you have an account on Levex, make sure to search for CryptoMo in the search bar. Go to my profile, because there you can actually follow all of my trades in real time. I'm always sharing my exact entry prices, my P&L, my stop loss, and so on. And you can also go here into the sidebar onto exclusive content, and then you can see all of my posts, for example, as well. So make sure you're making use of that. And besides this, guys, yeah, there's not much more to say, to be honest. As you guys know, I'm always sharing all my prices, all my entries, and so on and so on. And yeah, I'm super transparent. I'm always sharing my P&L in every single video. And I think there's just way too little YouTubers that are supposed to be profitable traders, right? And teaching you how to do it, that are actually sharing their closed P&L in every single video, that are actually sharing the exact entries, the exact exits, the exact strategies they use. And for me, as a profitable trader, it's no problem. I can go in every video, I can go into my closed P&L. I can without a problem share you some unprofitable trades I make, because I know that in the long run I am making more profit, or I'm making such a loss easily back in a short amount of time. As you guys know, the trade, we originally opened it at 103,500. The price went into the wrong direction. We had to halve the trade to moderate our risk. We had to realize a total loss of $3,500. Then, as soon as the price was reaching a peak, we doubled the trade, moved our average entry up. When the price moved down, we closed half of the trade once again, neutralizing our risk and having a higher entry price. Then with the higher entry price, we had a much bigger likelihood of succeeding in a profitable trade when the price would break down, because we have more room to the downside to scale up this short position before the real bearish narratives comes in. We were able to do that. Because of that, our trade was again at $400,000-$500,000 size, while already keeping the stop loss in a profit and not risking any of our margin anymore. And as soon as we were able to do so, I took out the loss that we made. I neutralized our realized P&L. It is now in a profit again, and we still have $20,000 in unrealized profits. And as you guys know, if we should close above 98,500, I'm taking some more profits, and this will be again a profitable trade for us. Although a few people in the comment section were already laughing, but guys, this is not how you, that's why I know you are not profitable, because if a person did not understand what I was doing here with this short trade and what my plan was and how to exit it profitably, I already knew that they have not a good enough understanding to be a profitable trader. That's just a guarantee for me when I see people commenting stuff like this, because it just makes it obvious that they don't have a clue. And as said, guys, you can just follow my entire P&L history. I share it in every video. I share my entries and exits before I make them. And yeah, for you guys, it's completely for free, because I don't need to sell you anything or something like this, right? That would be pretty unfortunate if I would be trading profitably but still need to sell something, right? Like all these other so-called profitable traders out there on social media. But now, guys, we are going to see us in the next one. Thank you for watching. Next time with Facecam again. Bye-bye.